It's raining. Well, just sprinkling right at the moment. But enough to get me wet. So, what is the keto diet? Or what does it entail? Well, like I said yesterday, the keto diet, or keto diet, however you want to pronounce it, I'll flip-flop, I'm sure, is high fat, moderate protein, and low carb. You want to hit around 20 grams of net carb a day. And you're like, okay, well, why would I want to do that? Well, the science and the theory behind the keto diet is using carbohydrates and sugars as energy actually makes you insulin intolerant. And so what happens is you store any extra sugars, and on a regular diet you're using or you're consuming a lot of sugars and carbohydrates, so there's an excess. There's only so much that your cells can absorb and burn as energy through the insulin process. This is all, of course, from what I have understood from reading. And so it stores the remaining as fat cells. And so you get fat. I get fat. The majority of people get fat from living on the typical North American diet. So you eliminate the carbohydrates and you force your body to go into ketosis. And that is where your body burns its own fat for fuel. And this is a perfectly natural phenomena. Most times in the history of the human race, we have gone through periods where we did not consume carbohydrates because war or famine or other types of situations. And so the body would naturally go into ketosis and burn fat. It's not until we had this overabundance of food available in North America, and unfortunately the majority of it is high sugar, fructose corn syrup enabled carbohydrate, white bread type foods, that we had an obesity problem. And I watched a program, and there was a kind of a good quote on that program where if you eat too little, if you are in a famine situation, people die. If you consume or eat too much, people are going to die. So we have both spectrums in today's society, in the world. We have people in impoverished countries dying because there's a lack of food, and we have people in developing countries, and I'm thinking mostly of here in North America, Canada and the United States, where there's an overabundance of, I'll wrap this in quotes, food, although I don't believe what the North Americans eat en masse is truly food, are dying. So, the thought process behind my keto diet is to have my body basically consume its own fat. And lose weight. And there are plenty of success stories of people losing a lot of weight on this diet. Now, am I saying that this is a one-stop shop? Everybody's going to be fixed if no. But it's working for me, and it has worked for other people, and it's an option. And the science makes sense to me. Now, I do, on occasion, miss bread, potato chips, but the bread thing, I make one of those minute flaxseed muffins, and I can use it as a bun for hamburgers, or toast it and have eggs on it. And I actually enjoy it. It's not too bad. I don't really miss bread a whole lot, but my wife baked some sourdough bread last night, and it did smell awesome, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, that's my little spiel on the ketonic diet. Hey, buddy. Biking in the rain, biking in the rain. Most people would think that I'm mentally insane. Biking in the rain. Well, guys, thanks again for riding and watching. Make sure you ride safe, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one real soon.